on Senate Amendment S-3018 to S-3015 to Senate File 148.
Thank you, Madam President. I call this the Life Amendment. Since running for the Iowa House in 2010, I've always had pro-life as the first thing on my campaign flyers and materials. I had this little card, and it listed all my priorities and everything, all the different issues and everything. And I've used that every year that I ran for office and everything too. My family definitely is strong life. I think when you lose a child, it really reinforces it. And so this amendment allows no caps on death. Those are my opening remarks.
Is there further discussion? The chair recognizes the senator from Crawford, Senator Schultz.
Ladies and gentlemen, Madam President, I would ask that the chamber resist this amendment. It is a weakening amendment, and we are working on doing something important for our health care system. And I appreciate the senator bringing it forward, but I ask that we resist.
The chair recognizes the senator from Polk, Senator Bolton.
Thank you, Madam President. I wasn't planning to speak on this amendment, but that remark got me. This is no weakening amendment. We're talking about lost lives. There's no greater loss than this. You can't make an exception to your predetermined numbers and your deals for families who have lost loved ones because they trusted a healthcare provider not to be careless with that loved one. Like, let's get totally real here on what this amendment does. Senator Schultz, you talked about earlier the idea that these aren't, I wrote it down, but these are real damages. They're not just price tags. This is the moment right here. This is the amendment that should be the gut check. No amount of money is going to bring anyone back. I understand that. But when it comes to the things that families go through when they've lost a loved one, those are real damages. And this is the worst outcome. And so when you say it's a weakening amendment, yeah, it's going to weaken your bill. But it's a pretty strong amendment for a lot of families who didn't get to say goodbye to a loved one, who were left picking up all the pieces. You mentioned a CEO earlier staying up late about medical malpractice lawsuits. Do not compare that to a family who goes through this. You want to talk about sleepless nights? This is the amendment we're talking about. Sleepless nights because someone isn't there anymore. And there's a reason for it. And a jury of our peers has determined the reason for that life being lost is obvious. Carelessness, recklessness. This should not be a question of how you vote. So this is gut check time. Everybody take a moment. I know we had our caucuses, we went through the amendments, we went through the bills, we've talked to lobbyists, we've talked to people from our districts, we've talked to hospital CEOs and administrators, but this is the gut check moment. Are you really going to cross this line? Because Senator Schultz, in your opening, you talked about how this isn't a price tag on life. This is it. This is the amendment you get to vote on to determine if you are going to say there is a set price here. So yeah, Let's weaken this bill for the sake of every family from this day forward who, as a result of hospital negligence, of medical negligence, doesn't get to say goodbye to a loved one.
Seeing no further discussion, the chair recognizes the senator from Muscatine, Senator Lofgren, for closing comments on S. 3018 to S. 3015 to Senate File 148.
Thank you, Madam President. You know, I went in the House in 2011, ran in 10. I've heard beautiful speeches about everybody loves life and everything, but, you know, this is an opportunity that you can prove that. Again, my family, we're strong life people and will continue to be. Please support the amendment. Thank you.